have sworn we knew someone else there. Who was it? I ask this part more to myself than to Mason. He doesn't pay attention to people in the way that I do. In my writer's brain, I tend to memorize everything about everyone, as though I might pluck some of their traits or features from my memory one day and use them for a character in a book. Tybee Island. A memory forms, hazy at first, then slowly the details fill in, like streaks of crayon in one of Astrid's coloring books. And I can see her face again in my mind's eye. Someone at a friend's wedding last winter. And she was single. Immediately my brain starts clicking in that way my husband hates. I can't help it. I cock my head, picturing her here now, sitting next to Dax. Millie and Dax. Dax and Millie. They'd make a good couple. Yep, I'm so doing this. Have you been to Tybee? Dax asks me. Nope, I answer. Never, but I know the best place to get a good pie on the island. Pie? Yeah, the Breeze Inn Diner, I say offhandedly, and immediately sense Mason's eyes on me. I see the recognition in them. He knows what I'm doing, and there's no mistaking his disapproval. I lift my chin, resolute as my gaze meets my husband's. Don't do it, his eyes seem to warn me. But why wouldn't I? And how couldn't I? It's the right thing to do. I love pie, Dax says as my husband sends me a withering look. I'll definitely check it out. Good, I tell him innocently, enjoying the idea of it. I know it strikes people as odd, the way I love to set singles up, but I'm in love with love, as my husband likes to say. And it will be summer when Dax is settling in at his new post. Such a wonderful time of year to make new friends, to experience new places, to fall in love. My smile spreads. Be sure to ask for Millie when you get there, I add, my tone shooting for off the cuff, even as I sense my husband suppressing an eye roll in my direction. Millie? Dax asks. Yeah, it's her pie crust recipe. The flakiest, most buttery crust you'll ever eat. Okay, maybe I'm laying it on a little thick, seeing as I've never even tried her pie. Millie and I talked about baking for a while at her brother's wedding, and she seemed to appreciate the old-school recipes as much as I do. Our grandparents, their entire generation, they rocked the kitchen. And she'll hook you up with extra whipped cream if you say that we sent you, I add, pulling out all stops. Freya. Mason's tone is warning. He hasn't even moved yet. Don't give him more things to do. Are you kidding, man? There are days I'd trade my surfboard for a homemade pie, he says, and I'll probably make it to Tybee that first weekend I'm there. I'm aching to see the ocean. This Pentagon job's been killing me these past 2 years. I haven't had time to go to the ocean even once. The Pentagon bleeds you dry with long shifts, Mason commiserates. Will it be better when you're in Georgia? I ask. Oh yeah, the Rangers work you hard, but when you're home, it's usually predictable. Not so predictable when you're deployed, though, Mason reminds him. True enough, that's why I'll be back on that beach on Tybee Island every chance I get this summer, while my battalion's pretty guaranteed to stay stateside. Eating pie, I remind him, giving him a smile just as my husband groans slightly. Because it's really good. Just remember to ask for Millie. Okay, maybe I'm pushing this too much. Yeah, sure, Millie, he repeats, looking a touch perplexed at my insistence, which tells me I'm coming on too strong. Then his eyes brighten as he adds, maybe I'll get lucky and she'll adopt me as her honorary grandson, so I'll get lots of southern home cooking while I'm down there. Actually, Millie is, my husband begins as I shoot him a deadly look, silencing him. Because if he reveals that Millie is barely in her 30s and Dax discovers I'm trying to set him up, I have a feeling their meeting will never happen. Military guys are notorious for not liking setups. So I cut in with, as sweet as her pie. Dax grins, oblivious to my machinations. Bet I'll love her. I chuckle inwardly. Bet you will. At least, that's the way I'd write their story. Chapter 1. Millie. So... The words slide sluggishly past my lips like the flow of water struggling to pass through the partially clogged drain in my bathroom.